Hey everybody, it's Lisa Knox, owner and founder of Knox Law and Mediation. And I'm coming to you today for a special reason. It's our anniversary. It is our 5-year anniversary. Knox Law and Mediation was created and founded at 11:48 on September 19th of 2019. And so we have hit 5 years. We're so proud. We're so thankful. We're so grateful. We're so humbled by it. Thank you so much. And so we want to celebrate with you. Let me give you a moment of reflection, though. I just want to speak a word out to people who may be considering, starting their own business. Maybe it's their own law firm. Maybe it's, their own catering business, or maybe they've decided that they want to write a book or teach or create something new. Anyone who's starting something new, let me give you a first gift by sharing my experience with you and hopefully giving you some words of encouragement. Understand that on that late night, on September 19th of 2019, when I started Knox Law, it was me, myself, with the Lord, and just faith. That's all we had. And I had a 5-year-old MacBook Air. That's what I had. And that's how I started Knox Law and Mediation. Many of you know, many of you may not know, but I am a mom and I'm a single mom. And so when I started the law firm, I didn't have a backup plan. I had no safety net. It was, this is what we're doing. And if it doesn't work, then we better hope that we can find a job real quick, right? But my prayer, my faith was that, Lord, I believe you've called me to start this firm. This is what I'm going to be doing. This is what I want to put my entire 100% effort into. But I'm trusting that it's not going to change my lifestyle. And I was naive when I said that, because I said, Lord, I don't want it to change my lifestyle, though. I don't want to have to, I don't want to have to change things as they are. And that was admirable, but it was naive. And so I started on this journey. And when I tell y'all, this 5 years, I am blessed by this 5 years. As a matter of fact, when I first started my business, I didn't know if I was going to have clients. I thought I was going to have clients. I believed that I was going to have clients, but I had it wasn't like I started with money in the pocket, right? Let me tell you all how humble it was. If you all contacted my law firm in 2019, or even for a portion of 2020, you probably spoke to my assistant. Her name was Lorna. Her name is Lorna. I think at this point, it's time for me to let you all in on a big secret. I was Lorna. See, I didn't have an assistant. I couldn't afford an assistant. I was just starting out, right? I couldn't afford an assistant. But you know what I did know? I knew that the attorney, couldn't be the one answering the phones all the time, or else I wouldn't get any work done. And also, I didn't think it was the image that I wanted to portray. And so when people would call, they would get, "Thank you for calling Knox Law and Mediation. This is Lorna. And how may I be of assistance to you today?" And when I would speak with people, they would say, "Your assistant, I think her name is Lorna. She is so nice. She is so knowledgeable. She is so kind." And I would think to myself, I'm going to give that Lorna a raise. Hi, I was Lorna. And I remember, at one point I had to break my day up because I was the answering service. I was the secretary. I was the legal assistant. I was the paralegal. I was the attorney. I was the marketing director. I was the billing department. I was the social media director. I was all of those things, customer service. And I was exhausted because in the meantime, I don't know if you all remember, but in the meantime, there was a little thing called a pandemic that happened. I was in the midst of the pandemic as well. And everyone was talking about how, oh my gosh, this is so horrible for small businesses. And remember, I didn't have anything to lean on. It was me, it was the Lord, faith, and do y'all remember? It was a MacBook Air. That's all we had, an old MacBook Air. All I could do was just keep working and trying to do the very best that I could with what I had. And eventually I was able to bring on a paralegal. Then eventually I was able to bring on 2 paralegals. I remember when I finally was able to buy a printer. Y'all don't know You think I'm playing when I say a MacBook, an old MacBook, and just faith and the Lord. And then I was able to get a printer, and I was able to eventually get a desktop, and I was like, wow. And I was able to, do these things and grow. It doesn't happen overnight. You're not going to learn it overnight. You're going to make so many mistakes. I remember when the first time that I was able to make payroll for everyone, and I will never forget it. The first time I was able to make payroll for everyone, meaning I was able to pay myself, I was able to pay my assistant, I was able to pay my paralegal, and all. We didn't have any money in the bank left over, right? But I was able to make payroll and just sort of break even. And I remember sitting in the bathtub with a glass of wine. And I remember thinking to myself, you're going to be okay, kid. You're going to be okay. This is going to work out. And then maybe like immediately thereafter crying because, I was scared. I had to do it scared. And it was like a relief, like tears of joy. And then I had to remember, now let's do it again next month, but bigger and better. If you really want to know yourself, if you really want to push yourself to the limit and see how far you can go, start a business. I didn't have a plan or a clue exactly what I was going to do. I just knew I had to do something. And so it sort of was like building your plane as you fly. Humble beginnings, humble beginnings. Today, it's not only our 5th anniversary as a law firm. I consider this my birthday. I get 2 birthdays. Because that day, September 19th of 2019, I was born. Lisa Knox, owner and founder of Knox Law and Mediation, was born as well. And that's when I started walking into my path. So I am now giving you future congratulations for any endeavor that you all are trying to do, that you're trying to do, your goals, your dreams, and so forth. Step forth, step out, step boldly. No, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to learn. You're going to have to go through some rain, but it's going to be so worth it. I'm congratulating you ahead of time. I'm encouraging you ahead of time. I am telling you, good job. Keep going ahead of time. And I'm also thanking y'all. I'm thanking y'all for rolling with us for these 5 years. I can't wait to see what the next 5, 10, 15 years are going to bring. And I'm just grateful because I hope to see you all at the finish line there too. In the meantime, in between time, I thank you so much. 5 years and we're just getting started. Thank you again for all of the thoughts, prayers, appreciations, the contributions, all of those different things, onward and upward. I will see y'all at the top. Take care.